This is Grace Youth Espanol, and you're listening to the GYE Podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Yes. Yes. We're back. We were on Thanksgiving break, just like you guys. Did you guys eat some greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey?
Can you tell?
You name it. You can't tell me because I have a mask on, but...
No, you can't tell me, right? I look 20 pounds
Did y'all have some
skinnier.
good food this Thanksgiving? What did y'all think? What about you? Did y'all have some good food?
Yes, you can never go wrong with a sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
That's my greens for me.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're so happy to be back. We missed you guys. We were on a break for Thanksgiving, but we're back today. And our very first topic, thing that we want to address that everybody's been talking about: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. You name it. Just like the lady on the Thanksgiving. You guys don't know what we're talking about? I'm about to expose y'all. Your top Spotify artist of 2020. You're wrapped up. Wait, hold on. Okay, you already gave yours away, but I'm gonna try to guess y'all's. I'm gonna guess yours. I think yours is
Bad Bunny.
Ozuna. No, I'm just kidding. I think yours is Rosalia, and I think you probably listen to a lot of Glee. I don't know. No way.
No, but I have to say Harry Styles.
Harry Styles for sure. Harry Styles for sure. No, okay. So let's actually pull up our data because we all have ours here, and let's actually go through it.
Yes.
Okay, y'all aren't gonna. Mine's actually kind of weird. Okay, 2020 was a weird year for me because in 2020, I needed a lot of background music when I fell asleep, like soft ambient music. Mm-hmm. And so my number one artist is Above and Beyond, but because they have an album dedicated for like meditation, relaxation, like when you're about to fall asleep. So that was my number one. My number two, obviously, was Hillsong Young and Free. You guys know that already. Shout out. If they watch our podcast, I don't think they do. What was your number one?
Okay, so... Wait, hello. Okay, yeah. So my number one was Upper Room. I'm pretty sure
Upper Room Worship.
Upper Room Worship. Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why I believe it as well is because like Noe, But for me, it was more like I needed more relaxation music, focusing music. I usually use this one whenever I would be studying or doing homework, just to have something off my mind. Just focus on that and doing homework.
For sure. Yeah, we won't look at your number two, but we'll look at your. His number two. Should I expose him? Okay, we're gonna.
Is it exposed?
We'll expose him. Yeah, we will.
It's reality, though.
We will. Bro, who cares? Okay,
no,
who cares?
Fine.
His number two is Ozuna. Number three of Monsters and Men. They're really good. I've seen them live. Lumineers are really good. Coldplay. That's really good. You have a really good lineup.
Thank you.
My number three is Deep Sleep Music Library. I told y'all. Number four, Judah and the Lion. Shout out. They're so good. Check them out. Judah and the Lion. Number five, 21 Pilots. You can't go wrong with that. What about yours? Let's go through yours.
I'm really interested.
Okay, so mine's a little like played with because I listen to Christian music when I go to sleep besides everything else. So it's kind of all like Christian music. Amen. But that's
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of tastes. There's all kinds of tastes. Yeah, of course.
So my top song was Hasta el Fin bonus track. It's by this new couple that sing. It's by Majo and Dan.
Ooh, I like them. Majo and Dan, they're really good. They're
Really
from
good.
like Ciudad Juarez, I think. Or
Yeah.
yeah, they're really good. Yeah. What about you, Liz?
Well, number one is Harry Styles.
Wow,
We have
sugar.
some
We're not
Hillsong
surprised.
United.
Yeah, okay.
And then we have some One Direction.
Okay, I see you.
Elizabeth Love.
Yeah,
I saw this
I
tweet.
wonder.
I saw this tweet that was like Spotify describing me. It's like, girl, you're so you go out of the boundaries. You're so unique. You're so inspiring. Oh, wow, what a great year you had. 300. Your number one artist, Ariana Grande. I was like, girl, what? That's pop.
The twins love her.
That's pop
the twins
music.
Love her.
That's not unique. That's pop music. All right, we're gonna go to our next topic. Talking about popular things. Christmas music. Actually, Christmas in general. We are officially in Christmas season.
Woo!
Can we get some noise for that? How excited are you guys? Guys, I'm so excited for Christmas. But let's talk about some really important things. Okay, how many of you guys have seen like your neighborhoods being decorated? I think you told me your neighborhood goes all out.
Yeah.
Okay, so your neighborhood goes all out. Tell me about that.
Okay, so like with mine, since it's like in a little bit in like classical area, they have like just
Classical.
basic. I didn't want to say like
Just say your zip code, Deer Park.
Deer Park. You guys
Deer
know how
Park.
Deer Park is, right? Yeah. So all of them, they're like basic, just one color lights, and it's everything like highlighted around the house and the edges of the roof. And then all they have is deers. Everyone has deers.
Is that like
I
an
have
HOA
Deer
thing?
Park.
Is that like an HOA thing? I don't know. What about you? Your neighborhood?
Okay, my neighborhood's kind of big, but every single person in my neighborhood decides to decorate their house, but it's cool because everybody has their own kind of vibe. In my neighborhood, there's like big houses, small houses, tiny houses, big houses, so that's kind of cool. But the traffic to get from one end to the other is incredible. It's terrible.
Oh, because people are
Well,
visit
look,
your
I'm visiting
neighborhood.
the lights, so you're like trying to get to your house.
Do
and
any
it's
people stop
terrible.
at your house to look at them?
Yeah.
Have you seen? She goes, yeah,
Doesn't sound
sure, why
convincing.
I
not?
mean, we haven't put a lot of things outside yet, but if you go inside our house, it's really nice. So.
Yeah. What about you, Liz? Your neighborhood? Do people like go all out?
Well, we were actually the first house to put it up, you know, in the Christmas spirit.
Ooh,
We
okay.
have some, well,
Hey, that was
I
me
think they
too.
all go all out.
Really?
November.
Wow.
But if you don't know Elizabeth, she's punctual to everything. So
Yeah.
Very
about
punctual.
Christmas in August.
Yeah, for sure. You know what's funny? That my neighborhood hasn't really decorated. And they don't really decorate. It's weird. Well, I saw our neighbors putting up their lights. But like we already have our Christmas tree inside our house, obviously, like before Thanksgiving. But our neighborhood doesn't go all out. But here's the thing. What do you guys think like the representation means behind the decorations, the trees, the gifts, everything that goes into the beauty and the wonder of Christmas? What do you guys find in it? Because there's a certain thing, that a certain nostalgia that a lot of people like long for in the aesthetic, in the beauty of Christmas, you know? What can you guys tell me about that in seeing those things?
I think whether like my personal experience, I think it just brings like seeing all the lights and the gifts. It's just like a time of like joy and excitement. I think that's what it really brings to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will agree with her, Dad, because for me, whenever I put on my lights, because I'm the one that puts up lights in my house, and just the thought
Not
of just
this David.
not just no, just
No,
me.
so David doesn't
Give
do anything.
David his
No.
credit.
Call him out right now. Call him
Hey,
out.
just call him in real quick.
Drag him.
Just-
Okay,
No,
so David
it's 'cause-
doesn't do anything.
It's because it's more like no, he would do it, but I'm more excited to do it. From out of my family, I'm more excited to. And the reason why I will say that is probably because just the whole part of putting lights out, being the one to just, have a theme in the house outside with the colors and everything. It brings joy to me. I hope that others will bring joy too, just to see it. It's
Yes, that's a really important thing. You said the word joy, right?
exciting.
And so I think that there's this underlining tone. There's this underlining message in everything that we experience. You know what I mean? A lot of people nowadays, especially I think as hard as this year has been for everyone, I think having aesthetic moments and just beautiful experiences like that, where you can see Christmas lights, where you can see decorations, where you can see some sort of thing that reminds you of happiness, joy, right? But most importantly, us as Christians, we know like the underlining meaning to all of this, right? And it's the celebration of the arrival, the representation every year we remember of the arrival of our Messiah. You know what I mean? And the Bible talks about how he is the light of the world, coming to shine and get rid of the darkness, you know what I mean? And bring hope to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what can you guys talk to me about that? And how is it that we can be that to society and to culture, especially right now in Christmas, and especially right now in this season and in 2020?
When you were saying about what you think, like the whole decorations, besides the joy, I think that Christmas is a lot about unity. with everything, even with the decorations, you know, when you put your Christmas tree up and it has like the lights, they all go through one circuit. You know, they all have one circuit to turn on the lights. You have to plug in from one to one, you know, finding all the extension cords to work. And I think that's like the real message of Christmas. You know, God is our light. He's that unity that we have to find for us to glow, for us to be able to function, and all of this stuff is unity in our family, and that connection is with God. The power source.
You know what's beautiful about that is that the gospel says in John 3:16, so for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, right? And so the gospel is so inclusive that Jews, Gentiles, people from all cultures, all walks of life came and celebrated the birth of their Messiah, the birth of this promise. And it brings all kinds of people together because of what it promises, because of the unity, the redemptive and unifying love that it brings, that hope and joy that it brought to the world many years ago, that we still remember today, that we represent today by putting up these slides, or putting up all these decorations.
Families coming together from all across the world. Like, just, you know, like trying to get a plane ticket right now is crazy.
Yes.
Even with COVID, like, it's expensive. Why? Because people will do anything to spend time with their family, you know, having that moment together, having that moment to put on the tree, having that moment to sing some songs, just for the same reason, you know?
Wow, that's so powerful. Now, the next topic I want to talk about is, I was actually talking about this to Huicho, which Huicho, if you're watching this, shout out. Let's talk about Hispanic Christmas, okay? Because Hispanic Christmas is not on the 25th. When do y'all celebrate Christmas?
It's not?
The 24th?
24th, right?
24th, yeah.
Right. What about you, Debs?
Mean like midnight of the 24th, you know?
Yeah.
Midnight? Like, you can't do anything until it's midnight.
Yeah. Well, but so what I'm saying is, like, the 25th is kind of like just like a chill, like recalentado day. Like, you bring out the tamales, you bring out the
leftovers,
the pozole, the leftovers. Yes, the tortas, the everything.
I actually go on the 25th. Every year I have gone to Leah's house to go open her presents.
Oh, that's beautiful. Shout out to Leah. Yeah. So, okay, I was telling Huicho, because Huicho and I have been watching like Christmas chick flick movies. Like, we watch Christmas Prince. We've seen like 12 Dates. I'll Be Home for Christmas. All of these like Christmas chick flick movies. There is no like Christmas chick flick movie that represents like the Latino culture, where it's like the 24th, they're doing something. You know what I mean? It's always like
staying up all night.
It's always like the 25th. You know what I mean? It's like
everyone else is like, goes to sleep early to be like, I'm gonna wake up early in the morning.
Right. Right.
And then wake up, they're like, presents.
So that's the.
Wait till midnight to open up the presents.
Like, that's the funny thing, is that like Hispanic Latino Christmas is on the 24th. Yes. You know what I mean? The whole night. And the whole night.
I remember there was this one Christmas I had a headache. Well, the 24th, I had a headache. And I took some Adderall, but it was PM, so by the time it was 12, I was knocked out.
Wow, you missed out on the. Wow, so that's really, really interesting though, because like we're living super different like parties. You know what I mean? Like, just by being born into a different family, Christmas is on a different day for you. Even though we wait till 12, like you guys said, and all of that, it's literally a day early for us, you know? Yeah. Like, we have the dinner, we have the family over, and then once it turns 12, do you guys do countdowns like till midnight? Like, it's New Year's. Yes. Yeah. Do y'all do that?
You do?
Okay, do y'all do that?
I don't.
You don't?
We just sit around and we just like
wait around.
Now we open the present.
Already, let's open up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we have like board game, we have games, we watch a movie.
Yeah.
Alex is making it sound like they just sit on a table and stare at each other.
I know.
Like,
we've seen
Alex,
your Snapchats.
Like, I'm pretty
y'all
sure
don't. Y'all don't just sit around the table.
Okay, I take
no,
it.
that's important, because we count down like if it's New Year's Eve, and we're like, oh, it's Christmas. And then the funny thing is, you hug each other, and then you just go back down and you sit down like it's like you're back, like you're just chilling.
You hug that cousin that you haven't seen in ages.
Right.
You know, you're gonna hug him and tell him you love him.
And it's kind of awkward after that. And then you're just like, Feliz Navidad, primo. And then you say like, I love you. But you're like, I would never tell them I love you like on a regular day. And it's so weird. You know what I mean? Nah, that's what it's like having a Hispanic Christmas on the 24th. Well, we're so happy that you guys tuned in this week. Tune in next week for our podcast. And real quick, just a quick announcement. We will be on other platforms really, really soon. So stay tuned for that. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
For more of GYE, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Grace Youth Espanol.